Oil resumed rising after the announcement made by Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelenskyy. He said that Russia continues its attacks against Ukraine's ports. What's more, investors may keep oil near its performance high amid lower exports from Saudi Arabia and Russia. At the same time, the US has provided fresh data on its energy reserves, which is also shaping oil prices. According to the data from the American Petroleum Institute, crude oil inventories increased by 4,067,000 barrels. Nevertheless, oil prices did not drop, but just stopped rising. Notably, before the publication of the report, the asset price jumped to $86 from $84. And this could be explained by concerns that the country may run out of strategic reserves, and the US mass media continues to speculate on this issue. That's why today a lot will depend on the figures that will be disclosed by the US Energy Department. If inventories rise, the price of oil may pull back and settle near $85 per barrel. Economists expect that oil inventories will add 0.6 million barrels. On the chart, we see that Brent futures returned to $86, which points to the bullish sentiment among traders. Although buyers have approached a strong resistance area of $86 and $88, and the asset has every chance to break it. If the price drops from the resistance level, it's likely to stagnate at the peak of the upward cycle, and then it will start falling. Yesterday, gold dropped below $1,920 per troy ounce and then returned to $1,930 per troy ounce. A surge in volatility was quite unexpected. Nevertheless, its direction reflects the sentiment of the main traders, who are not encouraged by gold's future. In this light, the asset is likely to continue sliding towards $1,900 per troy ounce. Meanwhile, the US dollar is approaching the level of 100 against the Russian ruble. The rise will hardly stop until the price reaches this psychological level. Once this happens, traders are likely to revise the situation. And notably, the ruble has one more psychological factor that may allow it to gain in value. Global mass media sources are still focused on the World Bank's preliminary estimates of the global economy for the last year, and the data was published at the end of the previous week. Judging by the report, Russia outperformed Germany, becoming the fifth largest economy in the world. Notably, the Russian economy has been dealing with numerous sanctions for a while. In other words, just after the greenback touches the level of 100 rubles, the market will reverse and the Russian currency will launch a long-lasting appreciation. And that's all for now. We wish you profitable deals. See you on our channel with a new video in a couple of hours.